I am here for another Unite to Ignite interview. I'm lucky enough to be here with a special guest. Many of you may not know, but I'm in a band called Reasonable Clout, and this just happened to be one of my band members. Like, he's in the band with me, so yeah, this would be a great interview. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone.
My name is Mark. I am 29. I play drums for Reasonable Clout. I also rap and draw and do random other things.
Oh, this is like the first time we ever got like the backstory of some hobbies, so that's pretty cool. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What have you, well, you already did.
I'm about to go with some other stuff. Let's see, some interesting facts. I did 4 years in the military, Navy. I did 4 years of college at Penn State.
Cool.
What else have I done?
Did you run track?
Oh, nah.
Okay. When I think of Penn State, we used to go there to run track relays, so I always think of track for some reason.
Yeah. I think Penn State's biggest sport was like football.
Okay.
That was like the most I ever like was into football, only because like everybody was just into football at Penn State. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was there for I don't know if anybody remembers. There was a riot over the coach getting fired for apparently the school board. There was like this big cover up because I think the assistant coach ended up doing stuff to kids, and the main coach covered up for it. And when he got fired for doing that, like there was a huge like uproar about it.
People were upset.
Yeah,
but he got fired for.
Because like it's Penn State, they're like a big football school, so they're like,
oh, he must be a good coach.
Yeah, so they're like, we don't want the coach fired, but it's like he's.
So where were you at? Were you like?
I was so this was all happening on the main campus. I was on one of the little side campuses.
Okay.
And like there was like the riots were crazy. Like they went on for a while. They were like flipping news trucks. Like it was.
You were just an innocent bystander.
Yeah. I mean, I was up there for a little while, but it was just to visit like friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see like that little bit of it. Most of it I was gone for though.
Okay. You got some history. You got to see some history. So you went to Penn State. Like, what did you go to major in?
I was an English major. Yeah.
Oh, so what did you want to do? Like, what
I wanted to, well, I mean, I still do write, but I wanted to be like a writer. But one of the things I came to realize while I was in college was you don't really need a degree if you want to write books, especially if you just want to write books about whatever. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really, I mean, I'm happy I got my English degree, but at the same time, I'm like, there's like stuff you could do without it.
Okay, so you're coming from this perspective. I didn't even know you had a degree.
Oh.
Like, this is cool. So you're coming from the perspective of someone who went through the college experience, got their degree, and was like, I didn't even need it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy I got it. I can make some use of it. Yeah,
it helps. It helps. All right, so what did you want to write? What's your genre? What did you want to focus on?
Ooh, I was kind of all over the place because like I like writing poetry. I like writing scripts. I like kind of just doing anything.
What? Movies?
Yeah, I was thinking more movies and stuff because like I mean like when I write out a script, I do it in like a play format like most people do. Yeah. But like I kind of do it however. But like I like writing.
So
everything.
These music videos about to be like dynamic. Like dynamic.
Actually, when I found out you were into The Sims, I had an idea for a music video where it's just like. We kind of just play out Sim stuff, like, you know, Sims get trapped in the room, like,
it's a fire.
Get fire, get stuck in the pool, stuff like that.
Yo, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. You know, I'm all for that. I actually thought of making us in The Sims and having like a series with us in The Sims, like trying to make it. Yeah. They have different.
And those little diamond things, they're not that hard to make. You just need like a little hook and just like stick it on there and stuff, and then like it'll be like.
People use those headbands and connect them, so we can definitely do that. Like I was gonna do that for Halloween. Yeah, that's lit.
Yeah, and it's such an easy costume to do because it's like literally
you
just
wear regular
yourself.
Clothes. Yeah. That's even better than the action figure idea. Because we could do full.
I mean, I still like the idea of the action figure idea.
If I knew somebody who can put it into effect, then yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, who do I know who makes figures? Like baby dolls, yeah, but that's a little creepy.
Yeah, that's like. I don't think too many bands have that as merchandise, action figures. I think
I've never seen
Kiss maybe.
Yeah, yes, I seen Kiss. Theirs look like wrestlers. I seen theirs when I was younger. So yeah, it's definitely the idea. Reasonable Clout. Action figures, sim life is coming at you. So you went to school for 4 years at Penn State. What happened after that?
So I actually went to school for 4 years first. Then I did my 4 years in the military. That was pretty much to pay off school, which I'm done with.
You paid off school?
Yeah.
Oh man, what a plan! That's awesome. Because I was like, not too many people go to college and then enroll in the military. It's usually vice versa. Yeah. So you were like, dang, student loans. What can I do? And then
because it was quick. Because all I had to literally the first thing I was in boot camp when my mom was like, hey, I'm going to set up allotments for you, so that way every time you get a paycheck, you don't even got to worry about paying it. It just comes right out of your paycheck to pay for your student loans. And I was like, all right, cool. So I didn't even have to think about it.
Did you think I'm gonna go to the military to pay for school, or did somebody approach you about it?
I think me and my mom were thinking about it after I finished school. I was just kind of like, yeah, that's not a bad idea, and I kind of wanted to do it anyway. But that was one of the things I kind of sat down and I was like, because it wasn't really something I really wanted to do. It was just kind of something that I was just like, this would help.
Yeah.
Like, this would help. I'd get the experience out of it, and it's like, okay, it's like something to get me started. Like, once I get out, I'm like, I don't have to worry about the student loan debt. I can just get a job and just kind of just continue on with my life, which is what I wanted to do.
How much was the debt?
Somewhere between 15 and 20,000.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't
I know people with like $100,000.
Yeah.
So that's not that bad. That's good. Is your mom? Does she have military background?
Not my mom, my dad. He was an officer. I don't remember what boat though.
Okay. Because I know as a parent, I would never be like, join the military.
Yeah, my mom was literally, she was straight up like, Marines is out.
She wanted you to be a Marine?
Well, I didn't know what branch I wanted to go in at first. Okay. And then I was leaning towards the Navy because my dad was in the Navy, but I was still considering other branches. And then my mom was just like, no, you can't join the Marines. I was like, alright.
Oh, she was like, Marines is out. Okay, that's smart, yeah. I heard you gotta be intelligent to get into the Navy and the Air Force. You take these tests and you have to pass them to get in there.
Yeah. Because I didn't know what I wanted to do. But I had placed enough to be an engineer, so they were just like, okay, we're gonna make you a D-seaman. That's pretty much, you're just a ship firefighter, but you're technically in the engineering department.
So you did firefighting?
Yeah.
Were there any fires that broke out?
I don't know. So we're first response to anything, so it's
there's
a hole on the ship, or if it's fire, or toxic gas.
So I passed out, called firefighters.
So they pretty much just call us for default stuff.
Okay.
But I'm trying to remember if we had any real fires. I don't think
what was the craziest thing that happened? Were you on a ship?
Oh yeah, I was on a cruiser. It's
were they in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah, we went underway a lot of times. We went to China.
How long were the trips? How long were you on?
I was in Japan for a month. I was in Guam for 2 weeks. Where else we go? Japan, Guam.
When I think of going into the military, especially you just pay off student loans, I think of just chilling. Being in Arkansas or Connecticut or something. Just on a base, just doing basic stuff. The fact
that was one of the things they promised. Well, they didn't really prompt. When you join up in the military, they kind of give you all the good stuff. Oh, you're going to travel, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Some of the stuff I was like, I know some of this is a scam. I know we're probably just going to be stuck somewhere for the longest time. But we actually did a lot of traveling when we went underway. We went, because we went to Japan once, left, came back. There was another place we went, I just can't remember. Guam, Japan, China. We went to another place, I can't remember.
Do you get to explore the cultures when you go to these places? Is it a base?
Some place, yeah, most of the places do have a base, but it's it's weird because they don't. It's weird when you go to another country and it's you want to explore, see other stuff, and you can. But they definitely have some restrictions or places they're don't go here or don't do this or whatever, and it's I understand some of it, but at the same time it's it's a little limiting because it's when I went to Japan I got to go to a few different districts to see stuff, but I could tell if I went on my own on a vacation, I probably would have gotten to take it more.
Okay.
So it's like I got the experience stuff, but not on the level which I wanted to.
Yeah, because I would have been gone. Okay.
Yeah.
We're in Japan. I'm going on excursions. Like I'm in the jungle. Like what you doing?
Yeah.
Visiting Harajuku. Like I'm out. I'm out here. So that's cool though that you still got to go and experience.
Yeah.
That. And then when you go back, it's like, oh yeah, I remember this. I remember that. And you have some feel of like what the culture is like.
Cause some people they get mad at me because like when I was in Japan, I think all the pictures I'm in, somebody else took them. I didn't take any pictures of my own.
Like those selfies or something?
Nah.
I mean,
not because I didn't want to, but just I don't know. Like I'm not a picture taker.
Yeah.
Usually somebody with me is the picture taker. So I'm
just
like,
there.
Yeah, I'll just take pictures.
I'm selfie queen, okay? Like selfie queen. On my way to you, I'm like, hey, look at this lighting.
I feel it. Because it's not that I don't think I'm photogenic. It's just I don't know. I've just never been that person. Like I mean, I've taken selfies before, but like. I don't know. It's like
that's true because I don't see you. This is meme lord, memes all day. I don't ever see you post a selfie, and if you do, it's like a random older selfie.
It has a purpose. Like if I'm taking a profile picture, like I'm tired of looking at this profile picture. Let me take a new one.
What's your goal in life right now?
Right now, I think the band thing is kind of a dream for me.
Okay.
Like, cause I've been in and out of bands since like.
Before I was born,
middle
not
school.
Not that long, almost though.
Like, how many bands have I been in? I've been in at least 10. I haven't lost count.
What?
Yeah.
Alright, so we're in the band with someone else, Kawan, but you and Kawan have been pretty consistent together, right? Alright, that's your band hopping partner.
Yeah.
So let's hear the bands. Give us the rundown of that journey.
So the first band I was in was Toxicution. That was kind of it was kind of a cross between like punk and rap.
Okay.
Like all three of us were rapping.
I feel like that's where we are now.
Yeah.
Like full circle then. Alright.
I think every band has been like that. You remember Chris Spates? Me and him were in a band. We were in a band called The Lost Cause.
Yeah, I think since I met him maybe a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, he's been in like 3 other bands.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of bands.
I believe it. I can see the process of how it goes. Like everyone's just like, all right, well I'll be in this band now. Like what?
Yeah.
So that's 2. Let's go. I like Toxicution. That's probably my top name right now.
The first band I started on my own was called I think it was called The Resistance. It was me. I think I had just come to Randallstown. I started it with a guitarist I knew from my old school and a drummer I met at my new school. So it was just like 3 people that didn't really know each other.
So you just walk around like, want to start a band?
Pretty much.
Hey, want to start a band? Like most people are like, you want to go play ball? No.
Yeah.
You want to start a band? That's cool.
There's so many musicians in Maryland. Me and Quan started another band, Player Zero. That was me, him, Jeff. We were looking for a bass player for the longest. We went to like Artscape. Where else did we go?
You guys were searching.
We were looking online. What's that app we were using?
Craigslist?
Nah, not Craigslist. It was like it's a band specific app. I can't remember it, but like we found a bunch of like bass players.
Black Planet?
Nah, I can't remember the name of it. I don't remember, but it's whatever. What other bands? Fear. That was that was me, Quan, Jeff, Heat, Kelly. That was probably my most sentimental band, only because like that was like the prime years of high school. Like,
your friends.
Yeah, that was when we were doing a bunch. That was like when the Sonar was still open.
I seen the video. It sounded good. It sounded good as a band. I heard Heat on the drums, and I was like, what? This is insane. And those videos are still up on YouTube.
Yeah. I still watch those for nostalgia.
Yeah, it was really good. I was like, this is really good. I think Fear was your most recent other band?
Fear was probably 2 bands back. Yeah.
Okay. So when you say the band thing is like a dream, is that just something you've been wanting to do for a long time?
Yeah, because it's like, when I first started playing drums, I didn't really have a goal. It was more just like, oh, my dad plays drums, so I want to try it out. And it's like, I actually really liked it. I kind of wish I picked it up earlier. But like, I realized with a lot of bands, it's hard to find bass players and drummers. So it was like, once I started playing drums and told people I play drums, they were just like, hey, we're looking for a drummer and all this other stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'll play drums, try it out. Cause like I go to Depot a lot now, and
Yeah.
it's like I've been approached by people like looking for drummers, and it's like I get it. I definitely would be interested, but it's like I realize like I actually got a planner because I'm really bad at time management, and
Yes.
it's like
I'm glad you got a
I'm
planner.
realizing like I would love to, but I realize like I physically say yes,
Yeah.
but I realize like my time is saying no.
I can't fit it in.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Marcus about that. Like, I was like, I need a break. And he was like, well, take one. And I'm like, but every time somebody asks me to do something, I say yes. And I'm like fully booked. Like, I'm looking at my schedule like, I don't have no day off.
Yeah.
So I
It's
can
a lot.
totally understand. Yeah. But so you see the need, most bands, that's because everybody wants to be like lead mic and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're like, I need somebody to play the drums, you know?
Yeah.
And a guitar. So, but a lot of people like guitar too, because I feel like guitar is like up there, front and center. As well.
Yeah, vocalists and guitarists are usually pretty easy to find. It's the
Okay.
bass players and drummers that are. It's
Those
hard to find a
fills.
really good rhythm section. It's
Okay.
really hard.
And that sucks, because that's like the
Yeah.
heartbeat of the band. So
Yeah.
you see people are looking for that. How long have you been playing drums?
I've been playing drums since the 5th grade.
Dang!
Yeah. I should be a lot better than I am.
I mean, in the last, I would say, year? Probably not. Like a year since we've been playing. I think we've been consistent. We've probably been consistent for 2 years. I think in March it'll make a second year. You've improved. Like when we came back from hiatus and then from seeing you at practice now. That's why I was like, what you
Yeah, because I was scared to get rusty. I was really scared to because if I had to be honest, I think I'm the weakest link because like you were already rapping before, Quan's always been playing guitar, and then Cooper could do anything.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, I haven't played drums for like 8 years because while I was in college and the military, I was playing, but I wasn't playing. So I was like, okay, like I'm getting back into the swing of things. All right, let me not sleep during this hiatus. So like I was going to the Depot, like I still toured around that
you're
little
good.
bit. I was just like, let me keep getting better. Let me keep getting better. Let me keep getting better.
At one point when we were like, they had hit us up about shows or whatever, and I'm like, do I even remember the songs? Like, this song? I was like, dang, like, because it's been 6 months? I think it was about 6 months since our last show, and but it really just came back, you know.
Because I was nervous. I was just like, I don't know what we're gonna sound like.
I was.
We came back and like we sounded fresh.
Yeah.
Like it was just like it was
picked up
nowhere near as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, that's why I said it was definitely an eye opener for me because I was nervous. Like, even in myself, I was like, bro, I don't know what I'm about to do when I come up to this mic. But it sounded so good. Like I told you, I was literally like in nostalgic, like, yo, this is crazy. So, and I feel like what I like about it is so going into practice or going into anything, I'm like, man, I don't want to do it. I'm dragging, right? But as soon as practice starts, it's like this energy. Like I feel like we party so hard, and it just be us, you know, partying. Yeah. So I always have so much fun, and it leaves me refreshed and looking forward to the next rendezvous. Like, when are we gonna do it again?
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Like I'm ready. I'm ready for the next show.
Because a big thing for me is like I'm not concerned with talent. Because like I mean I feel like any musician could get together and like jam on whatever level they are. But like I think the most important thing is chemistry. Yeah. Where it's like I feel like if there isn't chemistry among the people in the band, it's like it doesn't really work because it's like everybody can't get in sync with what they want to do. And it's like I also like to play loose with genre where it's like everybody has an idea of what they want to do, but it's like it's one of the like Quan always says a band is like the amalgamation of sound. Like it's kind of just everybody's going to bring what they bring to the table, and it's just the chemistry will make sure it meshes together.
Yeah. So we all have these different puzzle pieces, and when we come together, we fit. It fits perfectly. Yeah. That's what's so crazy.
That's why like a lot of our songs are kind of like all over the place, but because it's us, it like everybody knows.
Why are all our songs so hype? Like, when did we decide we were just gonna be this lit fest of music?
Like I think that's part of our sound. Like, cause like at first I was always like, what is our sound? What's our sound gonna sound like? And it's like, I think. If I had to chalk it up to anything, it's hype.
I would say hype, high energy. And it's so weird because I know like you're high energy. Yeah. Marcus is definitely high energy. Yeah. I could be high energy. I could bounce off the walls all day. Kawan is like this I want to be low energy person.
Yeah, but we bring it out. We literally bring it out.
Bring it out.
Like he smiles and stuff. And it's like, oh wow.
Have a good time.
Not a smiler.
Yes, I feel like we are all this with high energy, positive vibe group.
Yeah, like it's the chemistry. The chemistry, like it works.
It meshes well. It meshes well. All right, so you wanted to be a writer.
Yeah.
But you like doing the band thing. Is the band thing kind of like a hobby, or is it like, this is what I want?
So I like to combine a lot of things I like to do. So it's like for Reasonable Clout, like it's very much like a lot of times with band, like when I was in Fear with Kelly, I wanted Kelly to write her own lyrics, but because she like wasn't really comfortable yet, I was writing stuff for her. So that let me get a lot of the writing stuff out.
Okay.
And it's like, I didn't know what to expect working with you, but like you're pretty good at like, okay, you hear something, you'll come up with something, and then like your process, like you have your process. And it works. So it's like, for this, I didn't really have to like step in at all, but like writing is still something I like to do. So it's like, that's kind of why I started the other band, because it's like, okay, it gives me the opportunity to write. So it's like, I get to do this with this band and do this with this other band. So it's kind of, okay, I kind of get to do everything with everything. Like, for me, it's like, I like it as a hobby. It does feel like a hobby, but it's more a job I actually like to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I look at it as a fruitful endeavor. Because it's like, people are always looking for music. So it's like, you can bring them something different or something that has a familiar feel. It's like, we have it. So we can just give it to them.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. And I feel like with the way we're going, like, once we build, back up momentum, it can just go anywhere. Like, when I found out that you can get a show by just applying, like, just sending an email, like, yo, I got a band, here's a video.
Yeah, like, a lot of times you just gotta ask and just, like,
that's what I'm good
pull
at.
in people.
Yeah,
like,
I'm good at talking to people, getting what I want. So I'm like, this is easy. Like, I can just talk to anybody. So I definitely feel like, it's moving in the right direction.
Oh, definitely.
And we have a good crew. Like, yeah, we network very well. So yeah, the band thing. As far as writing, like, what kind of book?
If I had to pick one thing to do specifically, I kind of wouldn't mind doing like more of a comic book thing, like more like a graphic novel.
Do you draw?
I can draw, but like I realize the purpose of me drawing anything at all is more so to give like an actual artist like, hey, here's an idea of what I want to do.
You sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah. No finished product. Don't reveal this to the public, but you make this better.
Yeah. But it's like, it kind of gives that artist, like, I'm very lenient with art, so it's like, I'll give a concept or an idea to an artist and let them kind of have free reign with it.
Draw,
So it's like, I feel like that's easier. I feel like that gives them the room to like breathe.
Yeah.
Because like if I was an artist, I'd want to throw in my style for everything. So it's like, I wouldn't mind giving that to them either. Like, I don't want it to feel like just a job for them. Like, it's just like, have fun. Like, here's the base idea, have fun with it.
It would be like super lit, like if you wrote out a story of like our origin story.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
4 friends, 5 at first, coming together.
Like, I wouldn't mind doing like a little documentary thing. I feel like that would be cool.
that'd be awesome. But we could do it in like comic book style.
Yeah.
Have our own like comic and put it out there to go along with whatever musical endeavor we do, because we don't have an album.
Yeah.
We've been trying, but it's not like I don't even think we're at the point where I'm ready to be like, all right, this is the album.
Yeah. Like, we'll get there.
Yeah, I think having fun with it first, and then because people are like, how can I get your music? I'm like, watch a YouTube video.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
usually I share the YouTube link. Like here we got some videos.
Yeah,
and stuff.
SoundCloud.
Like, we're gonna get more out eventually.
Yeah. But I mean, we got one new song. We haven't worked on anything new in forever, so it's good to have some new creative flowing stuff happening. As far as writing for the song, like I just be winging it. Most of my music is positive though.
I got you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
What is your genre of choice when it comes to like rapping?
So I'm very much like Rage Against the Machine is probably like my biggest like influence, like lyrically, just like in terms of feel.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't really consider myself like a traditional MC. I'm more band MC. Like I prefer to like rap with a live band. That's why I like Soul Cannon so much, because it's very much just like it's exactly what I'd like to be doing. Yeah. But it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like I'm not against just jumping on a track or anything, because like I've been like dabbling in other endeavors to like rap on other stuff, but like
music, yeah.
my position of choice is definitely like rapping with a band. It's like it just feels better for me personally.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. This is my first band ever. And I think it's a lot more fun than just having a track.
Yeah, I totally get it. Like that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, we reached our 30-minute mark.
Hey. Put on cash.
Is there anything that you would like to say to the world to wrap up the interview? We learned that you went to Penn State. I didn't know that. A degree in English. I didn't know that. Then you went to the Navy for a very, very wise reason that most people don't do. Most people go to the Navy by New Dodge.
Yeah, a lot of people, they usually look at military as like a last choice kind of thing. And it's like, I guess that'll be my message. Just in general, if you want to do something, like do it. Like, cause it's not hard. Like a lot of things we want to do in life are not hard. Just kind of just do it. But like you got to make sure it's something you actually want to do, because it's like, as cliche as it might sound, life is short. Life is short. Just, go out and do things. Like a lot of people like to say, oh, there's nothing to do in Baltimore. There's a lot to do here. You just got to go out and do it. Like a lot of people, they tend to stay in their like little safe zone, their little box. And it's like, I'm not a travel person, but it's literally like my biggest experiences have been traveling. Like just going to other places, doing new things, like meeting new people. Like 2019, I met so many new people from being in the band, just doing stuff. Like I've expanded my circle a lot, and it's like it's been a positive. Like I challenge everybody this year to do something new.
Get out your comfort zone.
Do something
new.
Never been to a show? Come to a show.
Yeah.
You never just do something new. 2020, do something new.
Like after you watch this interview, go outside and just walk down the street you never walked down and do something different.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not hard.
I love it.
There ain't nothing to it.
But to do it. Thank you so much for interviewing with me. I appreciate it. I'll probably see you soon for band practice.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate it. It was an eye-opener. I learned things I never knew about you.
Yeah.
So, look forward to seeing it on YouTube. Bye.